Good, how you doing?
Good. So we got a report. He's, this vehicle driving around, yelling at people, going the wrong way on a one-way. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you
you
should
didn't.
probably go find them, talk to them.
No, we had the person call saying, you driving around, we're doing that. So
Well,
we're just trying
obviously
to
I'm
figure out what's
parked,
going on, man.
so
All right, so where'd you come from initially?
that's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is, because I'm here investigating the situation, man.
Okay, what
got
crime
your
have I
ID?
committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where
potentially
I went a wrong way?
Like I said, man, we're
You
just
can go
trying
talk to the
figure
bank
things out.
manager because they have already talked about this,
Okay.
and I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why'd we get a call?
Again, not answering your questions.
Okay, why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you
driving
call the
wrong
person
way?
who made the call and then find out from them why you received a call?
They told us you.
Okay,
drove the
again,
wrong
I'm not
way,
asking
and then
or
yelled
answering
at
any
you, And then
questions.
yelled at them when they
Again,
contacted.
I'm not answering any questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again, what crime have I committed and what crime have I been
All right, guys, buckle up. Because right out of the gate, this video drives home one message. Knowing your rights changes everything. Two officers respond to a complaint, convinced they can detain and demand identification based purely on someone else's word. No direct observation, no physical evidence, just a phone call. The narrator sets the tone clearly. This is about understanding the limits of police authority. Before the confrontation even unfolds, we're reminded to speak up, stay engaged, and pay attention. Because what you're about to see isn't shouting or chaos, it's a calm citizen standing firm on constitutional ground. And when confidence in the law meets assumption and enforcement, sparks are guaranteed to fly.
suspected of committing in order to show you my ID?
Reckless driving.
Okay, can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word.
Again,
we're
that's a
investigating,
word. That is not a crime. I
It's
am
an
not giving you my
investigation.
ID until you have shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir, can
Again,
I see your ID?
No, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
You're
questions.
not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation then of what
No,
happened?
I told you, I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual that made the call. You have business with them. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do
we
not
have
consent.
business with you.
No, you
because
don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We have to contact the RP. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side
Again,
of the story?
go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual that made the call. I have no business with you.
We can hang out, but we're hanging out outside your car.
Yep.
That's the deal. Is that fair?
I'll happily go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need to
Am I
stay
being
with my
detained?
partner. At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes
That's
for
not how this
detainment.
works. So, I'm off
Again,
the jail.
I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but
That's
I am
fine.
not answering your questions because I do not consent to this, and I'm not the one that called you. You guys you need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about.
The officers approach casually, explaining they received a report about reckless driving and yelling. The man's response, direct and controlled. What crime have I committed? That question becomes the anchor of the entire encounter. Instead of arguing emotionally, he demands specifics. Where did it happen? What proof exists? The officers rely on a caller's accusation. He refuses to answer questions and declines to provide ID without lawful justification. That's when tension escalates. The officers insist they're investigating. He insists suspicion alone isn't enough. Back and forth it goes. Not with threats, but with legal boundaries being tested in real time. And here's the key. He never raises his voice. He raises the Constitution.
What's going on. I understand that. But when we're investigating a crime, you do have to identify yourself. That is one of the few things that
That's
you do
only
have to do.
if I am convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which
I'd
you'll
rather
have a
not do
lawsuit.
I'd rather not do that. One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not
a
giving
crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
You can't be convicted of a crime unless we know who we're talking to.
Well,
That's not how that works.
again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party, and that is unconstitutional.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. You need to go have a conversation, again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here, we don't
That's
have
fine.
to talk.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay. I put these documents through here.
Yeah.
There's nothing in them.
No worries.
It's just what I came to the bank for.
Nope. As long as yep. As long as we can stay outside, then I don't have any issue.
That's fine.
Then comes the word detained. The officers say yes, he's being detained. Immediately, he sets a mental clock and clarifies he does not consent. He argues that identification is only required under specific lawful circumstances. The officers claim investigating a crime gives them authority. He counters that no crime was witnessed, no injured party is present, and no probable cause has been established. This becomes a battle over reasonable suspicion versus presumption of innocence. He asserts that detaining him without clear evidence flips the burden unfairly. It's sharp, it's uncomfortable, but it's disciplined. Every sentence he speaks is calculated around constitutional language. Conviction, suspicion, due process.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you got the answer. The suspected crime is careless driving.
Okay, well,
I
want to see proof.
I'm not
I want to see
looking at
proof.
arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show
question,
me.
I'm answering.
I get that.
I don't have a video camera in my
Okay.
car that watched you do it.
Then you cannot be the injured party
I'm
then.
not trying to argue with you.
I get that.
I'm just telling you.
But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now.
Correct. I'm
because
not in court.
you are not the one that saw the supposed or alleged thing happen.
That'd be a witness. I'm a cop.
Exactly. And so right now you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are accusing me of being guilty instead of presuming innocence. Yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area.
This is no different than a traffic stop.
This is different than a traffic stop because you have unlawfully detained me with the quote unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right per my 6th Amendment to see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness
Yes.
in a court.
Okay.
That's how that works.
As the officers step away to verify the complaint, the debate shifts into deeper legal territory. The man challenges the idea that an accusation equals proof. He references his 6th Amendment right to confront witnesses, though the officer clarifies that applies in court. Still, his broader point stands. A claim without evidence should not equal restraint of liberty. When the officers return, they admit there's no video footage from the parking lot, just statements, conflicting accounts. No clear confirmation of reckless driving. The citizen remains steady, arguing that without proof, continued detention borders on unlawful restriction. He even labels it kidnapping, a dramatic word, but one meant to underline how seriously he views personal liberty.
You good hanging out for a sec?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. If you want to hang for a sec.
All right, man. So here's where we're at with everything. Checked the bank manager. Fortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly, driving too fast, whatever it may have been. Said you did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. She said, I bet you she said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me
Sir,
where the
I'm
one-way
telling
is.
you exactly what she just told me.
I want to see where the one-way is. And where's the one-way, and I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay,
sir.
well then you cannot convict
Sir,
me of a crime.
I'm not, can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm here.
And I'm being irritated because
Yes,
you
you
guys
are.
are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called kidnapping at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my
It's
area
not.
to continue with my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation
not.
of my constitutional
We're
rights.
detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime, which
Okay.
we are legally
Show me the
allowed
proof.
to do. That's why it's called an investigation, sir. If you'll let me finish talking, we'll get you on your way.
No, because you're
bank-
trying to identify me and I haven't been convicted of a...
Finally, the truth surfaces. The bank manager confirms there was a minor argument between drivers. Each accused the other. No one wants to press charges. No confirmed one-way violation. No supporting footage. just hearsay. And suddenly, the urgency evaporates. The officers declare the investigation complete and tell him he's free to go, just like that. After demands for ID, after claims of reckless driving, after formal detention, the foundation dissolves because it was never solid to begin with. And that's the turning point. Authority backed down not because of emotion, but because the facts didn't hold up under scrutiny.
Crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally, if
No,
we
not
are
legally. This
Sir,
is not a stop and ID
sir,
state. This is not
legally,
a stop and ID
if we
state.
are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told me to go talk to the bank manager, right?
I told you to go talk to the bank, yes.
And what did they...
And I told you to find the other individual that quote unquote made
and
this.
another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay? So let me talk.
Continue.
Is that
Go ahead.
fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Well, then am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
As the interaction ends, the narrator delivers the broader message. When enforcement relies on feelings instead of clear legal standards, rights are at risk. Whether you agree with the man's tone or not, one reality stands out. He understood the boundaries of police power and forced the situation to stay within them. No yelling, no physical resistance, just firm constitutional language and refusal to surrender rights without lawful cause. The officers ultimately disengaged because there was no case. And that's the lesson here. Knowledge shifts power. Stay calm, ask questions, demand clarity. And always remember, rights only protect you if you're willing to assert them.